all our research is really focused on sort of translational challenges that the world are facing, things like, antimicrobial resistance, use of drugs in elderly patients, psychiatric prescribing, developing novel systems for delivering drugs.
So my research group is dealing with molecular assembly and recognition. We're spanning fields of physical chemistry, physical pharmaceutics and physics themselves.
Our interests are in bacterial biofilms, which are essentially bacteria that grow on surfaces. Understanding how to effectively manage infections is key to preserving our effective arsenal of antibiotics, but also to understand how resistance emerges within those populations.
What bacteria are present in the airways of patients with chronic infections such as cystic fibrosis? Our aim is to try and figure out what these bacteria are actually all doing. Do they contribute to disease? Do they contribute potentially to a protective effect within the airways?
You can have the most effective drug in the world, but if you can't deliver it to where it needs to go, there's absolutely no point in having that drug in the first place. So sometimes it's not always about the drug, it's about the delivery system to take the drug to where it needs to go.
Our research focuses on the design, production and evaluation of novel microarray patches. Such patches have on their surface hundreds or thousands of tiny needles that painlessly and without drawing blood penetrate the outermost layer of the skin. And that, for the first time, allows us to deliver all sorts of different medicines and vaccines into the viable skin layer.
We work with delivery systems that are 10,000 times smaller than a human hair. So the aim of the nanomedicine is really to increase the therapeutic efficacy and reduce side effects and increase selectivity to the target tissue.
What we have done is created these peptide systems that mimic viruses, but they're not actually viruses, and you add them to the drug and it takes the drug to where it needs to go.
Even though we have individual research themes, there's a lot of overlap between them, and a lot of staff are working across 2, 3, 4 research themes.
We have a keen focus on addressing global challenges in healthcare and improving the quality of life of people right across the world.
So we always look to where might this be of patient benefit, rather than simply asking academic questions for the sake of it.
From bench to bedside, from the basic science to actually translating it to patients and actually improving health and quality of life for patients.